Hello, hello, hello. It's nice to be out here today. It has been an amazing and wonderful day. Yes, been planning to come online for several reasons. I've not been able to. So today we are going to talk about what keeps people stuck in revenue ceiling. Yes, what really keep people stuck in revenue ceiling and um, how someone can be able to get out from the revenue ceiling. So, 1 minute. Okay. Look out. It's going to be an entertaining and a fun thing to do. At the same times, we'll be diving and talks more about several reasons why keeps a business owner or entrepreneur stocks in terms of the revenue ceiling. So that's what we are going to be talking about today, and and it's going to be an amazing or very wonderful life. Because it's been a long time. I've not been to live, but this we are to rock everything. Just try to share the link. So I want to know if we are live. I guess we are live, and then I believe people are hearing what I'm saying. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Yes. Let's give it some try and see if we are live, and that way a little bit help us to know if you're actually live. And then you know actually I've been having some unbelievable moments because the link and the camera, everything is just messing up. But I will able to try to figure it out which really works good. So we are just 2 minutes. We should be dive into all the discussion in few minutes from now. That way we can we can kick the ball rolling, and cause that we can keep the ball rolling. That we can keep the ball rolling. That we can keep the okay. So in the next 2 minutes, we should be we should be start diving into various discussions and so let's see. Let us get to the business of the day and see what is the major cost that people are getting stuck on the revenue ceiling, and how we can literally um, secure ourselves from it. So, what keeps people stuck in revenue ceiling is a very great question that a lot of entrepreneurs and all business owners, really find or really look into and see what is the major consequence and reasons why people keep stocks and the revenue. And this is kind of a conversation that is not even is uncomfortable because most people, they are not stuck in revenue cycles, not because of their marketing, neither their pricing or the economy. But what stand out is that they are stuck because their identity hasn't caught up to the type of income level that they are trying to create. Because most of the things that we do comes from the identity, like how this so-called one-on-one business, how does it relate to who we think we are? And the way the business relate to who we are, starting from the identity, that will now create the type of offer that we really want to create in the marketplace. So, and it's not really a new thing because the society already program how we behave things, how we do things, how we play down on ourselves, how we believe that we cannot really make more. And for that reasons, we are not really tapping into our genius. We are not really tapping into our potential. Then making the entire thing become, you know, a situation of concern. So today we are going to try to dive in a little bit deeper, like one of the silence trap that keep coaches, business owners, entrepreneurs, experts that keep them running in a cycle, in a cycle of financial difficulties, even when they are even talented, you know, they work super hard and deeply. Not that they are not capable, they're actually capable, but they are not be able to fine tune their identity that will relate to that type of wealth or the income they want to create. Because unless you understand why you keep repeating the same revenue pattern, right? Like, let's say you have a business, you run a business or a consulting or any other services. Now you start making the same money that you make, making the same revenue that you make without checking through what did I need to do, either to add more value to the service, either to bring people in the team to expand the service, either to let some certain services go. That way other people can be able to take that services in terms of hire an expert. And most of the things that majority of you do is like you want to do everything. You don't want to delegate tasks. And for the fact that you want to do everything, one thing that we need to know that we only have a limited amount of time. And this limited amount of time, everybody have that. So there's no exceptional. It's only 24 hours. And all what we need to know is that in order to create wealth, wealth requires speed. And if we can be able to multiply that speed, then we can be able to get to where we want to go. But if we leverage everything on only ourselves, on our effort alone, we cannot be able to get to where we want to get to, or you cannot be able to get to where you want to get to. And those kind of a thing keep, you know, the revenue to become shrinking, right? Like you will keep scaling in order for you to scale up emotionally while your income stays stuck financially. There's some certain reasons, like 5 reasons that you need to do like people need to do in order for them to get out of, how to get out of stocks, to get out of that stocks of revenue ceiling. Until you do all those five things, or even trying to fine tune maybe three out of five, then you can be able to have a little bit relief. But if you cannot, look towards your process, look toward your business patterns or revenue patterns, depending on what kind of services or what kind of offer you bring on the table, or what kind of expert people are paying you for. Either you work for employers, either you own your own business. What are the things that generate a revenue for you, and how can you be able to scale? That way, you don't live on the survival mode. So, here are the five things that keep right people stocks in the aspect of revenue ceiling. So, and the five reasons, number one is, the people usually build their business from survival identity, not from their wealth identity. And if you are building business from, let me just make an ends meet, let me just make an income, let me just try to survive, then you always making the survivor revenue. And some of these examples are, maybe you have your price very low, like you overwork, or you accept misaligned claims. Because sometimes there's some certain claim that they will drain your energy, right? Or you are operating with a scarcity. Like everything you do is, you lose on it. Like you don't position yourself to win. So, and some of the reason is that a lot of people are not, attracting the right clients. They are just picking up crickets, in the marketplace. Probably the way they position their messaging is not aligned properly. And once your message is not aligned properly, there's no way you want to attract the right clients. That way, you will be getting clients that will drain your energy. And draining energy is part of putting someone in a survival mode. And survival mode is very deadly. It's not something that you know that is very, very appealing. And people keep creating offer that matches their confidence, not their capability. When you create an offer that only match your confidence, there is problem. There's no way you want to be able to create something that challenge you, something that allows you to go look for how you can be able to deliver it. Because many times, many of us, if you want to create a premium offer, it's not something that only you can be able to fulfill. And when you are creating something premium, you must have a team of people who put those knowledge together in order for you to deliver that thing. And in doing so, you can literally be able to systemize it. So people are stuck in survival mode in so many ways, especially when we're looking about the mindset behind business. And a lot of people don't like to fail. People don't even want to try new things, which is great. But when you don't do those stuffs, you will pay for the consequences. So people being stay in the survival mode is not just a rocket science. It's reality. And one thing they do is that they know they cannot deliver more, but they make same offers. Like, you can't deliver more, and you keep making the same offers or different offer every day, every month, every quarter, and you cannot deliver more. Why can't you be able to go and get the knowledge, the specialized knowledge that will allow you to bring that value in the marketplace? Then you can be able to cut out the survival mode. But because it feels less risky, because a lot of people don't even want to take a risk, which is great. And if you don't want to take a risk in business, then how do you want to scale? How do you want to live from that area of the survival mode to the main area of wealth building. So the result is very clear. They just stay low, low tickets that lands them where revenue is unpredictable and inconsistent because they do low tickets. And when you have a low ticket, there's a lot of things that you cannot be able to do. Low ticket actually puts people in survival mode. So let's say, for instance, if you're a coach or a consultant and you're probably selling an offer that only costs below, let's say, 2005 or $3,000. Now, because the offer is not that really expensive, you will be literally getting people who will drain your energy. I think you understand what I mean, like draining real energy, because they will be asking for more instead of them to channel their energy to what are they getting from the offer or from the transformation. They'll be asking what are the things that you're adding more to this your offer that costs $2,000 or 3,000. They are not focusing more on what they are getting. I mean, the transformation. Why do they take the investments? They're more focused on what other things. And you being a coach or consultant, you want to please them. You want to make sure that they don't feel bad, because when you are creating a lower offer, low ticket offer, you will do more for clients. Not even on the transformation, but you over deliver. And one thing is that people who they pay attention. If you create a high ticket offer, you automatically know that there must be a lot of transformation in that high ticket offer. Meaning that not only you that is delivering the high ticket offer, you have a lot of team of experts who make them get that result. And one thing that people who pay more attention because they need a speed. But people who, like people with the low tickets, like cheapo people, call them cheapo people, they just want more. They even if it is possible, they want you to do the job for them. And like that, as a consultant, you won't be able to even hire experts. You won't be able to have revenue to pay for ads, to run promotion, to build a system. And do you know what all this costs? It will drain you. It will keep you in that survival mode. And when you keep in the survival mode, trust me, there's a lot of things that you're going to be leaving behind in terms of family, friends. You won't be able to enjoy those things that you wanted to enjoy because you cannot be able to afford it. You don't have the resources to afford those things, right? So those are the things that keep a lot of people, those are the things that keep a lot of people from the survival mode. So, and if you did not, you know, break through this ceiling, there's no way you can be able to enjoy those great things. There's no way you can be able to hire your marketers. There's no way you're going to be able to put system in process. There's no way that you can be able to implement system, take vacation, spend quality time with family, do all the great things that you love to do. There's no way you can be able to do that because you run on a low ticket. But if you are running on a premium ticket, you'll be able to have access to incorporate all these things that I just mentioned. And the aspect of the survivor mode will be a thing of the past. So, another thing is when people don't know how to communicate their offer clearly, Not only even communicate it clearly, but how to tailor the transformation. It can be so challenging. So there's what they call a premium languaging. This premium languaging allow you to clarify the confusions that kill conversion. And if the buyers cannot see the transformation in the offer, then they default to price shopping. Like they will say, they will start giving all kind of excuse. And when you create an offer where clients cannot be able to see himself or to see the transformation clearly, there's no way they will even want to trade you know, their investment to that offer. But don't get it wrong, they need that transformation because where they are and where they plan to be is that transformation that can be able to bridge the gap for them. But now, because there is a confusion killing for the conversion, there's a confusion that kills the conversion, meaning that the transformation, the ends of the result is not clear to them. Let's just say, for instance, let's say you go, you want to purchase something. I will take an example, an illustration like maybe you are traveling to another city and you approach a ticket agency. Oh, I'm going to like let's take for instance a city like Atlanta. And when you get to the people who want to, maybe the people that sell the reservation, they are not going to be telling you about all the obstacles that you are going to meet before you get to Atlanta. All they'll be telling you is all about the beautiful place in Atlanta, the most amazing place that you need to experience in Atlanta, the breeze at the downtown in Atlanta, the atmosphere in Atlanta. So they'll be picturing you the payoff of the final destination, the payoff of the results. Because by the time they are telling you about what is going to take you to get to Atlanta, you automatically overwhelmed. You are not going to buy that process because you don't want to go through those scenarios. But if they literally tell you the transformation you are getting, if you can be able to invest, you know, in that transformation or in that process, this is what you get. And in that way, you will love it, you will like it, because by that particular moment, you don't even want to know what it takes you to get it. All you need is let me go and experience the breeze in Atlanta. Let me go and experience the downtown, the skyscraper in Atlanta. Let me go and experience all the good things in Atlanta. That's how it goes. And come to again to coach, either you're a coach or you're a consultant, somebody come to you, and then you're literally telling them that, oh, in this coaching program, you're gonna have let's say 5 modules in this program, and each modules there's 30 videos, and each of the videos is like 45 minutes or 1 hour. They won't buy it. They will not buy it because you are not telling them the aftermath of the entire thing. You are literally telling them the process. And those are things when we did not have the right messaging. It confused the clients. And that is why people cannot be able to create high tickets. Most people don't create an high ticket. They are good with the low tickets because they have the emotion to what they are doing. They're like, how people is going to take all this time to be able to go through this process? Let's just do this. And in doing that, they are sabotaging their own system, they are sabotaging their growth, and they are not even transcending the clients to the right space, and they pay for it. So low clarity because they don't have a proper clarity on their offer. Then low trust, then low revenue consistency. They keep having low revenue because their messaging is not that clear. And if the message is not clear, they will actually have a low revenue. Seems like we lost a signal. Seems like we lost a signal. Oh my gosh. What's going on right now? This is unbelievable. Sorry, my YouTube page. Sorry, my YouTube page. We just lost some signal and then I think we are back. We don't know what really happened right now. Um, we just lost some signal, but I'm glad that we are back again because I think we are having some unnecessary thing. So sorry if you are watching from the anywhere you are watching from. We just lost some signal, so we are back and we apologize for that. So back to what I was saying. They say destruction follow uh, is it disruption follow invention. Yes. So when something good is about to happen, a lot of things, just literally go on messed up. Yeah. So that's what happened right now. So we are very sorry. Now, when the so then low clarity, low trust, low revenue. And when you have all those things, there's no way you can be able to, and there's no way you can literally be able to scale your business. Now, people in this space, then they avoid visibilities. And of course, some of us, even including me, have been part of it. We are victimized in this kind of a thing because I don't like people to see me, but I don't like people to see my face. I don't like, people to criticize me. So now, if you stay in this kind of space, you are using your message to help people, to bless people, to give that transformation, to uplift people, and you refuse to be visible. Now, how do you want a right client to locate you? So, avoiding visibility just because you are still negotiating with imposter syndrome. Yeah. When you are negotiating with imposter syndrome, like when you believe that you are not more than enough, that you cannot, and you are not more than enough, you don't know what people are going to say, you don't really think if the way you look, or people that you know they're going to judge you, or people that you know they're going to judge you that you are just starting. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Who cares about that? Because nobody pay your bills. And if you don't take an action, you will keep bargaining with those people that you already serve because you cannot be able to attract new people. So you cannot gain a consistent revenue when you are hiding behind content because revenue requires resonance and resonance requires identity, meaning that you have to really, really position yourself to who you are. That way you can be able to go pro. Now, when you're hiding behind the, let's say, content or behind your revenue or behind your process, then you will not be able to attract people who really need your transformation. Then you stay, you will remain in the survival mode. And when you remain in the survival mode, you cannot be able to grow the revenue. And the bottom line is for you to be able to grow the revenue. That way, you can be able to enjoy the thing you want to enjoy and create more transformation. Now, the fifth problem is they have no wealth system, only also cycle, which is truth because they keep doing same thing they are doing from January to December. They are not growing, and when you are not growing, you are literally dying. So, because there's no system, there's no way they can be able to grow because and they rely on random posting, unpredictable referrals because referrals is not predictable. Posting whereby millions of business owners post like every minute. But there's some statistic that says that you, in order for people to be able to recognize your brand, at least you have to post 3 to 6 times a day on different social media because you must be able to disrupt the market. So there's no momentum. There's no momentum spark. Then short lives win. All those are the problem when you don't have a system. But when you have a system or you have something like a signature offers, a clear messages, a premium positioning system, a client pathway to scales, everything becomes so super easy. Not so super easy, but everything become like, well, what have you'll be asking yourself, what have you been doing since all these years? Because everything just flow through. Now you can be able to live from the survival mode to the real wealth icon that you have been probably think of for long period of time. But if there is no system, then there is no stability. There is no stability. There is no stability when there is no system. So how do you now transform that point? How did the transformation can be able to shift the whole thing? So actually, I have a good news for you. And the good news is that a lot of people are not saying it out. Revenue ceiling is not a money problem. It's never been a money problem. It is an identity misalignment problem because you cannot out hustle the identity that created your current income. There's no way because you have to first and foremost shift from that identity, shift from that limiting belief, the belief system that keep you where you are, what you are doing currently, you must shift it. And there's so many ways to shift belief system, because if you did not shift that belief system, you cannot be able to grow. And misalignment is the one that is causing that problem. Now, what do you need to do? You have to see the way you think about wealth. You see the way, first of all, you want to first look at your offer. What are the transformation that your offer is doing? Because you want to look at the offer. You want to even first believe in yourself that you can offer more solution, more transformation, more breakthrough. If you first absorbed those particular belief, or you uphold those beliefs, then you are shifting from the old alignment to the new alignment, because everything centers around what you believe in. When you believe that if you charge premium offer is evil or is wickedness, then you will not be able to. If you believe that staying in the survivor mode is the best, then you cannot be able to shape that alignment. But until you shape the alignment, you shape the alignments, until you shift the belief, then you can now have a way to systemize your hustle, because you cannot out hustle the identity that creates your current income. And this is where the philosophy begins, like what we teach in our wealth icon system. Right? Inside the wealth icon system, then what I teach is just simple process, like how your income can expand to the level of your identity, not with effort. Because when you shift who you are in the marketplace shifts how it pays you. Let's just look at the aspect of the value ladder. Everybody gets paid in the marketplace based on how they position themselves, based on what they bring in the marketplace. We have some people who use all their strengths in the marketplace, and the marketplace respond based on the type of strength that they use. There's some people who respond by coordinating, by using other people's experience, by leveraging on other people's experts. Same marketplace, pay same people. And there's some people that leverage on their vocal. They create one thing and they get paid for the rest of their life, same way marketplace pays them. And there's some other set of people who only imagine the human problem and solve it, same way marketplace pay them. Even you, if you're working for an employer, you and a friend, or maybe your friends or families might go to the same school, might graduate the same year, might go to the same college, same high school, right? Live the same community, but marketplace can pay you probably differently. All this is all about the value. What value are you bringing in the marketplace? The value that you bring in the marketplace, that's how the marketplace responds to you. When you give the marketplace little value, marketplace pay you with a little value in return. When you give the marketplace higher value, then the marketplace pay you with the higher value. Same thing. So the value ladder, and the latest value ladder, the smallest, is we call it implementation. And all these people are those people who work with their physical strengths. They work so hard with their strengths, and their income is very capped based on their strengths. And all this set of people, probably the income they make is below 70,000 below. They call it implementation. And why are they implementation? Because they are using physical strength to deliver those outcomes. They are using physical strength to be able to render the service in the marketplace. And such people, you can find them probably in the restaurants, like the bartenders, like the housekeeping, like the waitress. This set of people, you can find them, and when you look at the income that they are making, it's super low because they are working based on their time, based on the 24 hours probably they work, 12-hour shifts, or they work 8-hour shifts, or they work 10-hour shifts, or they work 16-hour shifts. Only them. And they pay just once. Like they work from Monday to Friday to Thursday, they get paid on Friday. And they never get paid until they work. That's how the marketplace pay them. Now, we have the second ladder is unification. This set of people, because they unified, they work with a team of people. They work with embodiment of people. They deal with managers. They deal with CEOs. They deal with directors of a company. It can be any company. It can be Ford. It can be McDonald's. It can be anything. But this set of people, they make six-figure income. And their six-figure income do have a cap. Probably they make $250,000 in a year, or they may be below $250,000 a year. But this set of people, the reason why we call them unification, because they leverage other people's activities and they report it to the directors. Probably can find them, maybe general manager, probably making 250,000, quarter of a million, or IT specialist, or HR. People in the aspects that manage other people. Now we have the communication level of value. This communication level of value are people who use their vocal. They use their vocal. They use their vocal and their imagination to create wealth. And that is the only where the wealth begins. So, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're an expert, what level of value are you in? What level, what value are you being paid in the marketplace? What type of level do you bring in the marketplace that allow marketplace to pay you? So the communication level of value are people who make minimum of $500,000 upward. And you can literally, and this set of people, they might create something, or they create something, and they get paid, they get paid, they get paid, they get paid. They create the thing one time, but they keep getting paid, keep getting paid. Who doesn't like that particular spot of value in the marketplace? I want marketplace to keep paying me as long as I breathe it. Even when I leave, I want the marketplace to be paying. But there's a caveat to it. There's a catch to it. And this set of people, you might find them like musicians, like songwriters, like authors, like YouTubers, people who create something more for other people to make use of. In return, the marketplace pay them. And as long as that thing keep existing, and there's still human need for that solution, the marketplace must pay them. So what level do you find yourself? Because it's value that you bring in the marketplace, that's how marketplace respond to your pay. Now then we have the imagination. These are people who look at the gigantic problem of the entire economy or the whole world, and they do what? They create a solution to address it. They know that people need this. What of if they build it or they make it or they put that thing into motion? It's going to benefit humanity. They are the highest and the last level of value. And they come with imagination. Because they think of the problem, they foresee the problem, they see the problem. Now, what they do? They go for the full solution and they create the most solution and they bring the solution to the marketplace, to the masses, and they get the reward of tens of millions, of thousands of people. Who doesn't love that kind of a space? Just like the light bulb that I'm enjoying right now, someone that invents it, we call them the inventor. The cloth I'm wearing right now, someone invented it. The midst of you looking at me, someone put that in motion. Called they solve humanity's problem. Called imagination. And imagination level ladders. And these people, they don't even make from millions. They make million, billions, trillions. Like their pay in the marketplace is beyond. And they get the reward from generation to generation to generation to generation to generation to generation. So if you are an entrepreneur, a founder, a business owner, what level of value do you find yourself? Because the level of value, based on what you bring in the marketplace, that will keep you in the survival or in the wealth mode, depends on what you bring to the table. So, and all these people, the people that make things happen, from the communication aspect to the imagination, they must be visible. They address some of those things that we already listed. They already passed through those process. They get clarity on their messaging. They are aligned with their identity, and they position themselves for success. And that's why they are able, when I say able, to be able to break the yoke of survival mode. Now, if your business is being stuck, if your revenue is being capped, if you keep serving the same audience without trying to let go and go get a new transformation, you will keep getting the same results because the marketplace does not really recognize you. They don't even know who you are. But until the marketplace recognizes who you are, and until you align your identity to your calling, to your message, and build a robust transformation with a higher premium offer, you keep stuck in the survival mode. Because it's very easy for someone to stuck in the survival mode. Let's just say, for instance, someone who work in a company, who work as an implementation level of value in a company, and he has been there for, as a matter of fact, I have a friend of mine, a long friend of mine, we work together. when I was working for an employer. His name is John. I met this fellow at this job. That was that was 2013, 2014. This fellow, John, have to tell me that he has been in that job like, I think, like 9 years. If I'm not exaggerating, 9 good years. Then I met him there. I was in that job for only, is it 1 year and like 8 months. I have to find my way because we work for the same department. And since that 2013, 14, John stayed there in that company up to now. I mean, I didn't say it's a bad thing to work for an employer for a long period of time, but it's not upgrading. Still doing the same position that I left him for a long time, right? Still in that position. As a matter of fact, I saw him like 2 weeks ago. And I asked, "Are you still in that company?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, wow." Then he told me that he's planning for a retirement. Say retirement or, yeah, so that the company can retire him. Now, the sweetest part of it is that when I was working there, that's the same language he usually said. That, "Oh, yeah, I'm still trying to put things together because I want to retire." As a matter of fact, I want to work. Every time John complained, every single time, that he's tired about the work. He's tired, but he's not doing something. And it's not only him, because there's a majority of people who are tired about a particular thing or about a particular process. Now, the thing is that they refused to go and get a better transformation. They refused to do what is uncomfortable. They refused to leave their comfort zone. And they refused to be visible out there. And when you are not visible out there, the market cannot be able to know you. So you have to be visible. So many of them don't want to be visible. Many of them don't want to do something that is not convenience. And when you don't do something that is not convenience, how do you literally want to get the transformation? You cannot be able to get the transformation because it's hard. And if you are not learning, if you are not growing, you are literally dying. Because everybody wants something smooth. Like majority, not everybody. So I pick that word back. Majority of people want something smooth. They don't want to try things. They don't want to try new things. And it's okay, it's good. But it will keep you on the same cycle where wealth, it demands speed. Transformation demands speed. But if you keep in the same place, nobody's going to bail you out. So you need to bail yourself by doing the things that you need to do, by getting the transformation that you need to get, by making sure that every single thing, every single transformation that you create, it has a great investment. And that's the only way you can be able to break the cycle of survival mode. Because I've been there too. And it takes a long time to be able to reactivate, reprogrammed. And it takes a lot of courage to change the mindsets, to change this belief system. So until you change the belief system, like nothing is going to really work. Because you just need to change that belief system. And my friend, changing the belief system is not something cheap. It demands a lot of attention, a lot of commitments, a lot of commitment. Yes. Yeah. I think someone is chatting. That is absolutely, absolutely right. Yes. It takes a lot of commitment. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of leadership. And there's a lot of things that you have to swallow, because it's just as if you are, getting out from what you usually do, right? Your comfort zone, and you are going to another domain that is not convenient. And that domain that is not convenient, you know what it takes. And a lot of things going to be rubbing on the mind, like, is this, is it going to come true? But yeah, it's going to come true when you believe. Because when you don't believe, sorry, I think we'll have some lost signal again. So when you believe, you will actually get everything. So it's just the mind of being believed. And not only that, when you believe, you have to embody it. Because if you don't embody it, it becomes a big challenge. So, what is it going to take you to be out from the survivor mode? Because when you are out from the survivor mode, when you are out from the survivor mode, it helps it helps you to be able to build a life of freedom. When you shift your belief system by creating a premium offer that align with your identity, it will allow you to build an overflow. This overflow allows you to hire people. This overflow allows you to delegate tasks. This overflows allows you to be there for you. This overflows not only allows you, but it gives you the freedom that you need. Then you can be able to systemize everything, and you can be able to have all the things that you trying to buy back your time. But if you cannot be able to, and any process that you cannot be able to systemize, you cannot be able to scale. So, ability to systemize your process will take you out from the survival mode. Ability to be able to scale will allow you to buy back your time, will allow you to be able to give back to the community that you serve. Then it's going to allow you to be able to serve your people at the highest level. Because if you don't have everything together, if you don't systemize your process, there's no way you can serve people at the highest level. And if you cannot serve people at the highest level, then you already prepared them for your competitor to hijack those people from you. So that is the reason why you need to stay out from the survival mode. You have to be able to position, you have to learn how to be able to position your offer. You have to learn how to detach yourself from low ticket offer to high ticket offer. You have to be able to learn how to create a huge transformation and place a high ticket, because reason why high ticket is good, it allows you, there's what they call cash infusion. When you are selling a high ticket offer, like an offer that start like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 upward, because if you're selling a transformation and you are offering at the lecture like 10,000, that result must be able to give times 10 of that investment. So, what I'm trying to say is that when you are into high tickets offer, you'll be able to serve these people at the highest level. You'll be able to hire the manpower. You'll be able to hire the experts. You'll be able to put a system together. You'll be able to automate every single process. Then it gives you room to detach yourself out from the business. It gives you not only you detach out from the business, but it shorten your hustle. Because when you systemize the entire process, you're away from the business. You only give the strategic aspect of the business to those people who run it. Now, you have freedom of time to do other things, to look for more opportunities, to bring more investment in. You have time to be able to network. You have time to create more value to those people in your network. But if you stay in the survivor mode, selling a low ticket is great, but it's low ticket is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to guarantee you the freedom, the wealth, and every good things that you might think of. Because the people that buy the low ticket, they want more, and you will over deliver. Why do you want to over deliver? And one thing I want you to pay attention to, people who buy pay more attention. Meaning people who buy at the highest, people who buy premium pay more attention. We have seen a lot of people who buy premium stuff. They just need the transformation. They don't even really worry about it because they already have the cash cushion. So they are not paying the transformation from their survival mode earnings. That's why it's good to do business, it's good to do B2B, business to business. When you can look for a problem that address other business owner, that's the best one because the business already have a stock of cash to address some certain challenges. Either they need the marketers, they already have money aside, allocate funds to address those things that they need. So if they are paying you, they are not paying you, they are not feeling the pain. The thing is that you have to worth the investment. So if you are dealing with people of high profile, they just want that problem to be solved. And the faster you can give them the transformation, because speed follow transformation. Speed follow transactions. So all they want is how soon can they, from when to when are they going to get the transformation? And the shorter the transformation, the better the transaction, the better the investment. So that's how it works. Now, if you're selling a low ticket, and when you selling a high ticket offer, because it's not only you that's going to fulfill that order, that transformation. You have a team of experts behind you. It make you to quickly reprocess those things. But if you are selling low tickets, how do you want to hire the experts? How do you want to build a team? How do you want to separate yourself from the business? Because it's not even good to build business on you. You have to build business on business. That way you can be able to have your life. You need your life, your health, very paramount, very important. And why are we even into the business? We are in a business to be able to buy back our time, to be able to shorten our also time, to be able to, enjoy all the great things that we want, to be able to give that message out there, to be able to transform people's life. not in the process of we transforming people's life, trying to create transformation for other people, then at the cost of our own health. We're not supposed to do that. But if you elevate from the survivor mode, you can be able to break that cycle. But if you don't elevate from the survivor mode, you keep stuck. And instead of you giving transformation, the people who purchase from you, who take your transformation, they'll be demanding for more. What is it that you're going to have to this offer? Yeah. So that's how it happens. And the visibility, you won't be able to be recognized in the marketplace because you won't have time to even network. Because everything is all about how to fulfill the order, how to fulfill the order. You don't have time for yourself. You don't have time for all the good things that you love. And you cannot, and wealth is going to be far, far, far away from you because you cannot be able to make that wealth. You can't be able to do, because you don't have the money to invest. Probably you'll be able to find some other business owner like you or other consultants, and they have a good deals or they have something going on that you can be able to, invest to him more. You can't be able to because you run a low ticket offer. So it is very, very good to sell to wealthy people. Like currently right now, I am looking for what solution I can solve to a wealthy people. I'm still thinking, trying to put an offer together. Like, what can I charge? Because currently, we do have a program that's cost 200,000. We have one that costs 500,000. Now, the plan coming 2026 is to have a program that costs $1 million. But the program, that $1 million must be able to solve $100 million for people. And most of our 500,000 program, we haven't sold anything yet. Nobody have bought it yet, but we know that people is going to buy it because people will need it. So compared to when you are selling a product or a transformation or a low ticket below 5,000, when do you want to smell? When do you want to smell wealth? And you will not even be able to serve people at the highest level because you won't have resources to get the expert behind you. You won't have a resources to do even to market that program. Do you know what it costs to run an ad? You'll be spending tens of thousands of dollars to run an ad. But if you have an high ticket, just like, let's say for instance, when Tesla first came out, they built a car, their car started from like 50K, $50,000. Now they started building small price. Now they sold a lot. And because that is how wealthy people think, that is how high ticket creators think. We first build and anchor offers. We focus only on that. And then when we already sell, we already have the cash infusion, then you have to now start building, we call it a offer stack. Small, like lower pricing. So when Tesla came, what they did is that they built a car that cost 50K. And people are buying it. Now they started building a car that costs 40K. They built 30. Even you can even find some Tesla car that is below $10,000. But they don't start from the $10,000 because if they start from the $10,000, they won't be able to have money to do marketing. So they have to start from the big one. So you want to break a revenue ceiling, regardless of your area of expertise. Start from the top, work it down. Because when you start from the bottom, you will not be able to get the resources to keep you growing. So that is why majority of high ticket offer creator, they anchor higher price first. After they have sold that, then they started, because now they have a lot of cash infusion in the system. Now they can be able to now create something lower for other people to take advantage of. Why they still maintain their high ticket and they create more high ticket, but now because they want everybody to come and benefit from their transformation. So because every single penny counts, now they start creating. So getting out from revenue ceiling is not about the process. It's not about your pricing. It's not about your marketing. It's about your alignment. Because before you can first think that you're a premium offer creator, you must have that in the mindset like, yes, you have to first develop it from the top, from your subconsciousness. Like, yes, I am a premium and everything I do is premium. So the belief system is the first thing that you have to first work around. You have to change the belief systems of selling low tickets. And do not get me wrong, low ticket is good to people, but I don't like low tickets, right? So you can like low tickets, but it's not advisable because there's a lot of things that you cannot be able to do. Transformation, you cannot be able to give people the results. Wealth is going to be far away from you. Health-wise, you will over deliver, and then you will be underpaid. People will not even respect your time, your hustle, and everything because they will need more. And your offer will be, calling the crickets, calling, people who are not even qualified to be in the space. And one thing is that when you focus more on solving a bigger problem, when you focus more bringing a huge transformation, even you will love it. You will love helping people more. You will love helping people more compared to solving low ticket problem. And when you are solving high ticket problem, you'll be more, there's more inspiration that will be coming to you because you want to be creating more things, and big problem will be coming. And as they come, you overcome them by creating an offer to address it. And you can be able to tap into different resources because you want to give all the value. You want your people, your clients, people who is investing, who is putting their investment down to get a fast transformation. So you don't want to hold it back. And guess what? You don't even work so hard. You don't work hard. And that is the only thing that can make you to bridge this cycle of brutality, of revenue ceiling. Because when you already know that your high ticket offer, you create something big, then you want to like, how am I going to package this thing? How am I going to attract the right audience? How am I going to craft my premium messaging around those offer? Then how am I going to deliver it? So you see the structures, and the moment you can be able to, solve all this, the rest is history. And then you leave that cycle of being broke, that cycle of overwork, over delivery, burnout, fatigue, sleepless nights, and call it all kind of names. But you have to first change your belief system. Because without the belief system, you can't achieve all this that we are talking here. You can't achieve it. You cannot come closer to it. So someone is saying something. Yeah. So you will first and foremost rewire it. So if you think that this conversation really speak directly to you, and you know that you are, being tired of the most things that's been around, like hardworking person in the room trying to break the ceilings, and you still see that you are within that cycle, that you cannot even be able to break the cycle. I'm going to invite you to our upcoming masterclass where we're going to fix everything, all those root problems, where we're going to craft your premium offer and your positioning and your identity as a premium solution to your intended clients. So you can also just join us in the clip, because there's a link in the video below where you can be able to sign up. And then let's see how best we can be able to create your own premium offer, because your premium offer or your skills, your experts deserve a premium pricing, not the survivor type of pricing. So I want you to, drop the message below. You can drop ready, and then you can also share the video to people who you think this message can bless. Because until then, by then, and if you are not yet a subscriber, subscribe so that I can be able to get our latest video release, and ring the bell. That way you can literally be notified anytime we have an activities, and comment so that this can get to the wider audience. Until then, by then, I remain humble, and thank you for spending your golden currency with me, which is time. And I'm glad to spend mine with you as well. And I look forward to see you in our next release video, or maybe we come live. I think we're going to be on live on Friday. So I look forward to connect back with you. Thank you for your time. God bless you. Peace.